Mafiowarai shiarai, which simply means don't use your own hands to do yourself. A lot of times we make decisions or we do things that constantly hurt us, our own self. And then you know what we do? Look outside of ourselves to look for who is doing us, aka who is responsible for that thing that you're going through or for that thing that you're experiencing. And that's why in this video I'll be sharing with you things that you are constantly doing yourself that is setting you up for a hard life. Number one big mistake is imitation. Imitation kills you. It kills your creativity. It leaves you stranded. It leaves you confused. It leaves you empty and rips you off of your real self. The moment you let yourself continually imitate other people or things that are happening around you, you lose your real self and set yourself up for a hard life. Why? Because every other person is taken. You can't replicate what already exists. You can't live as a duplicate of something amazing that already exists, because people are already enjoying that amazing thing. Why should they come and get the same thing from you? So don't lose your originality. Don't lose your true essence. Don't lose the juicy part of your being or of your existence by constantly imitating somebody else. By doing that, you are setting yourself up for a hard life. The second thing, you are catching cruise with everything. Dear young minds, this big mistake that you're making in this age and time, I know cruise is almost everything. Catching cruise is almost everything. But it is setting you up directly or indirectly for a hard life. You gotta be careful the kind of things that you catch cruise with, because a life lived casually is full of casual results. And you don't want your life to be a product of the casual life that you've been living, of the catching cruise life that you're living. You want to be deliberate and intentional about your life, because you are there catching cruise with everything. You're not giving your 100% everything that you do. Guess what that will do to you? You'll be average, guy. You'll be average, girl. You'll be average and mediocre if you don't give 100% and your best. The spirit of excellence exhibiting in everything that you find yourself doing. Wake up. Everything is not cruise. This one, I'm going to shake tables with this one. Another big mistake is that you lack self-control. You don't want to let your life be jeopardized, or you don't want to mess up just because of you not having that sense of self-control. You don't want to just live life because life can be lived. You want to live life as a principled being, as a principled human being with structure, principle, rules and regulation that you have put in place for yourself that will guide your journey, so you don't trip or fall or get carried away by the noise of this world that we live. It is very easy for you to get off the track because there is noise. Right now, what I am saying might even sound as noise to you because it might not be what you need right now in your life. So be aware, be conscious, exhibit it in everything that you do. You don't have to say yes to everything. You have to learn to let your sense of self-control be activated in some situations in life right now. Another big mistake that you might be making right now that is setting you up for that hard life that you don't want to live because you want to live the soft life is falling into addiction. Guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to fall into addiction. This is a call for you. If there is anything that you're constantly doing or you're doing right now that is veering you towards that space whereby you can't do without it, if you don't do it, you are not complete. Turn and run. Don't let anything control you. Don't let the things of this world dominate you to the point that they start to control you and you're addicted and synced into it. You know them. I know you do. Anything that is veering you towards that space that you can't do without. It could be your phone, it could be your friends, it could be sex, it could be alcohol, it could be money, it could be anything. Don't fall into addiction into these things because it is very hard for you to pull out. You know them. Don't do that. You want to live the soft life, right? Falling into addiction will deprive you of that soft life that you want to live. Okay? Another big mistake is that you're not believing in yourself. You're giving up on yourself real quick. Life is full of ups and downs. And if you don't cheer yourself on, nobody will do that. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't ignite the fire from within you, there is nothing for anyone around you to cheer on. because you pass on the energy that the world around you used to communicate, treat you, or be around you. So you need to be the one igniting that fire from within, so you can't afford not to believe in yourself. Because a lot of times you fall because you don't have a solid belief in yourself. Another big thing that you're doing to yourself, this one, you lack consistency in your life. You don't believe in God. You are on the fence. You are not for God. You are not for the world. You are just neutral. Those kind of things is setting you up for a hard life. You want to know where you stand. Where do you stand? Are you for or you are against? You can't be on the fence in life. You're neither hot nor cold. You don't believe in God. You're just neutral. You're claiming to be fluid. All you're doing is you're complicated how life can simply be for yourself, and you don't want to do that to yourself. Another big mistake that you're making is your entitlement and your lack of gratitude. Nothing in this world that anybody does for you, no matter how loving they are to you, no matter how much they care about you, no matter how much they make you feel like they are meant to do whatever, you are not entitled to anybody's time. You are not entitled to anybody's money, to anybody's resources. Anyone that is coming through for you, appreciate them. Express a sense of gratitude to God, that God, thank you. Wow, I did that. Father, thank you, Lord. Oh my God, this person did this for me. Thank you so much, no matter how tiny it might be. Always be in a place of gratitude, because that will simply attract more beautiful things into your life. And finally, to the final big mistake that you're making is pride, selfishness. You are full of yourself and you are greedy. These things, they will really set you up for a hard life. Are you waiting for more? I mean, those are the ones that I know, things that you can probably be doing right now that are setting you up for a hard life as a young adult that you are. So if you find yourself doing any of these things, now is the time. And don't wallow into these things. If there are traits, if there are things that you need to work on, start working on them now. You don't want these things to dive into you so much, eat you up to the point whereby it will be very hard for you to get out of it. This is your wake-up call. Don't set yourself up for a hard life. These are simple things that you can daily and constantly work on to be the best version of yourself. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was not hateful, and I hope it was not too harsh on anyone. I hope that you found something valuable out of this. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Akorede, and you all can definitely call me Corey. And here it's all about intentional living, encouraging to embrace the power in your story, your uniqueness, and as well owning it. Don't forget to make peace at all times, spread love, and be you. One more thing, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all on the next one. And that's for sure. Peace out. Love you.